Hi everyone, we're going to graph this function and evaluate it. The first thing I want to look at is the domain. If you look at the domain, it's going to be all real numbers because this part is your domain portion, and it says all numbers less than 0 and also all numbers greater than or equal to 0. So that just means your domain is all real numbers. Alright, so let's start to graph it. Now, this one right here, we're just going to graph this. If this was just 1 over x, you should know your reciprocal function or your rational function. And if you plug in 1, 1 divided by 1 is 1, and it looks like this. So this is a good function to memorize. You just plug in values. Also, if you plug in -1, that goes to that, and then you just get close up to here. This one has a vertical asymptote at x equals 0, because you can't divide by 0. So x can't equals 0 there. Also has a horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. Now in our problem, we have just where x is negative. So where x is negative, it's just going to be this portion right in here. Alright, so we won't be using so what we're doing is we're looking at what the graph looks like on the left side of 0. Alright, so let's go ahead and graph it. So we already know what this part looks like. So on the left side of 0, if you graph it, we're starting at -1 and so forth. And if you plug in -2, it's going to go to 1/2. And it's just going to keep going up here and get closer and closer to your horizontal asymptote. And then down here, it gets closer and closer to your vertical asymptote. So now we just have to graph this piece. So we just plug in some values. Cube root of 0 is 0, so we do have a 0 here. Alright, and then if I plug in 1, cube root of 1 is 1. And the only thing I can do, if I want to do it nicely, is do cube root of 8. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cube root of 8 is 2. And the next one would be 27, which I can't get on here. So we go really close to 3, because the cube root of 27 is 3. So there's your graph. And now we have to evaluate these three. F of 0, it can't go in this one. But f of 0 is 0. You can see it right here. So that just equals 0. F of -1 goes in this first one, and that just equals -1, which was this point right here. And f of 54, so I'll do that over here. F of 54 equals the cube root of 54, which equals the cube root of 27 times 2. Now the cube root of 27 is 3, so I can pull that out. So you get 3 cube root of 2. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.